that's just the highlights package right there, isn't it?
It's just, like, it's so stunning and so emotional to watch, from everything to the dance, the music, the message. How does it feel when you're in that room? Because Blackpool is powerful. We sit and we talk to people on the sofa and they're like, we just want to make it to Blackpool. How does it feel performing a routine like that in that building?
Well, it more than lived up to every expectation. But as you say, the building is so spectacular and special, and the history there, it's such an iconic place. But Johannes has always said to me, when we're out there, it's just you and me. And it's, you know, let's bring everybody to us and not take us out there to them and not get distracted by all of the stuff going out. It's a bit like in a tennis match, you know, you don't want to be looking at what's out there in arenas. But, you know, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of nerves going into a pressurised situation like that, but you're so good at sort of taking my heart rate, which is about, you know, going a million miles.
Yes.
But when, you know, it was really special. I felt like we were really floating up in the clouds, and I feel like I'm still up there, to be honest. And watching that back, it brings back so much emotion being out there. And it was really, really special.
You were beautiful.
Well,
you really were.
What's Blackpool like for a dancer? Is it... Because, you know, obviously we know about it, it's iconic, but from a dancer's point of view, is it somewhere you always want to perform?
Absolutely, because it is the biggest dance date on the calendar for professionals around the world.
Wow.
And so everybody gathers at Blackpool. I knew about Blackpool before I knew about London.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yes. So, I mean, grateful for Strictly for giving me the platform, because I could never make it to London, let alone, you know, Blackpool. But so I tell you, it's magical. There's no words to, you know that you are dancing in an iconic place. You just know it, you can feel it. And it was just beautiful to see it through Annabelle's eyes.
Because all the dancers, when you know your mates that go on the show and stuff, people you bump into, everyone says, I just want to get to Blackpool.
It's like the milestone, isn't it, in the competition?
After that, it's almost like you take a breath and kind of go, well, if you win, we win.
It's true, it's true.
Who wants the trophy?
Everything else is a bonus after that. It really is. But it is beautiful, and I'm so glad we made it this far.
Well, it was really special. I never in a million years thought we'd ever get there, but it's just amazing to have done it. It does feel very special, a real honour to have danced there. And I know how much all of the professional dancers talk about it. So it is as special as it sounds.
You sort of inherit that excitement, I suppose, too. I know you said that Johannes was sort of taking your heartbeat away from you. I read that you have developed quite a few ways that you actually help Annabelle along the process. Tell us a little bit about that.
Listen, I have come up with ways to explain dance to her as a as a non-dancer. I understand that it is hard. Dancing is hard. And she's a sportswoman, so in terms of performance, in terms of ability, she's had to start at the bottom. So I will say things to her like, because she's visual as well, so I'll say ski instead of driving forward with your right leg. So she understands skiing more than driving forward. I say to her, to get your chest up, think of Dolly Parton. Do you know this? And
we can all use that, couldn't I? Quite match
need a bit of Dolly,
No, but there's things that helps to make the choreography stick. And I have to say, you've come a long way. You really have.
Well,
Is it Gorgelina you call her?
I call her Gorgelina when I want to assure her that she's actually she's making my heart sing. So that is when I tell her that is a gold
this
stuff.
guy in your corner, wouldn't you?
Just
I mean,
on the phone.
So great.
Just morning, little voice note every morning would be nice.
Janice, when you got paired up, did you know quite quickly that Annabelle could dance? Like, you know, because essentially you're training whoever you're with. So were you, like, when do you know if the person's got, like, the raw skills that you can work with?
You know straight away. And to be honest,
you thought you'd got a stiff one,
No. No, honestly, when I first heard, I said to because Annabelle was in the room with everybody else, and she just kept to herself, and I was like, oh, honey, you're going to have to come out of that shell. And that is the thing that I was like, okay, fine, it's going to take a time, but this is the thing, it's when we got paired, and I had her in my arms, and I said to her, I'm going to move you this way. And there was no fear of movement. I was like, now we're talking. Now I can work with this. And it's just been great to see her grow strength to strength, because her confidence till this far is really,
growing.
It's growing.
Growing,
it's
exactly.
growing.
Yeah. And do you feel that in yourself?
Definitely. I think because of the process that you go through the, you know, the rehearsal room and all the training, and we put a lot of hours in, but you're so detailed as a teacher. I mean, you literally have eyes in the back of your head. You don't miss anything from a wrist or a finger, or something's going on with my feet when you're looking in the other direction, and I can't quite work out how you can see, but you just have a sense of what my body is doing. So, you know, it's been an amazing process for me to learn. I've absolutely loved learning the different things that go into every single dance, because it's different every week. And, you know, you'll start talking in terminology about different steps, and I'm like, what's that? And then we have to start from the beginning. But I've loved every minute of it, and I think my confidence has started to grow.
Yeah, you can see that. You really can.
Annabel, how does it compare to being a professional tennis player? And I imagine in tennis, obviously you've got the shots that you need to, but so much of it is just split-second instinct, and so much of dancing is kind of like intricately choreographed. But are there similarities in terms of the discipline?
Yeah, we've talked about that, haven't we? There are a lot of similarities because, you know, in tennis, you're going to be up on your toes, you've got to be quite balanced. You're always saying to me to bring my nose forward and lean forward. But obviously with tennis, it was very gladiatorial. Yeah. And I didn't like that about tennis, because it's like you're going to live your life...
Is that why you quit so early?
Yeah, because it's like you're going to be in conflict with opposition every day of your life, and happiness is going to be dependent on winning tennis matches. Whereas even though tennis is quite emotional as well, because there's so much psychology that goes into tennis, and when you look at a player like a Roger Federer, and I've often talked about Roger Federer to Johannes, you know, he was a very artistic, balletic tennis player. But in dance, from what I'm learning, it's very emotional, and everything is going to be emotion coming out. And I think it was lovely to hear the judges say that they felt touched by our emotion out there, because, you know, we were saying this yesterday, that dance can reach so many people, can heal so many people, can help so many people. And it's why all the arts need to be in every child's life, you know, with whether it's, you know, dance, music, theatre, or even I'll stick sport in there as well, but those things can bring emotion out and get them out. It's not just about academics, is it? So, you know, I think that's where dance has been so wonderful and can help so many people.
And have you found, obviously, you've had a terrible year in terms of losing your husband, your late husband in May. Have you found that this process is sort of starting to help you heal?
Oh, there's no question about it. I'm not quite sure where I would be at if I hadn't had this opportunity to dance with Johannes. I mean, it has been a horrific year. It was something I never anticipated. This was never meant to be how life was going to be. I thought I had a future with my husband, who'd been together since I was 21, 36 years together, and, you know, and I miss him terribly. I mean, there's no question about it. And I so want to speak to him about what we're doing, and I miss his humour. And I really wish that Johannes had met him, because I feel like they would have got on so well. And he absolutely adored watching Johannes when we used to watch the programme. So, you know, but I think that it's given me a purpose to get up in the morning. And I think with some of the dances that we've done, we've had such an incredible response to particularly our Couples' Choice dance, which was a tribute to Mel.
Destroyed me. It was so beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you.
Such a lovely song to dance to.
Well, it was. It was a really, like, a moment that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. But so, I don't know, it obviously touched a lot of people, which I didn't anticipate. Really, I don't think either of us anticipated it. And Johannes has coped with a lot of grief himself. So I think that's why we understand each other so well, and
why your bond is what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So... Can we talk about how you're still 32 as well? Like, it makes literally no sense. And you're ageless.
We should add, when we were getting ready this morning, she walked past to go and get ready, and you look
like a bag of spanners.
No. You look so fresh.
Unbelievable.
That's very kind of you. I don't think I did.
No, trust me, you did.
Is Johannes more Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal? What are we? Have we got the calmness, we've got the fire. Is he both?
No, you are both, which is what we've said. You bring both elements to everything. You can be everything and anything. You mean, honestly, on the first number of Strictly on Saturday, when you came out for the opener, the power that reached that stage was like nothing I've ever experienced. And I wish you could have seen the judges' faces and the other pro dancers when he entered that arena.
I love
it was something else, honestly. It's like that is
the sass we all dream of. Like, I think, you know, when I've had a tequila or two on a Saturday night, I think that's what I look like, but I really don't. It's just everything.
No. The floor was moving. I mean, you've never felt power like it. It's extraordinary.
Janice, this is making me ask myself some very uncomfortable questions right now.
Unbelievable.
It
was beautiful. It was beautiful.
That's up there. That's up there. Well, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Strictly Come Dancing continues BBC One and, of course, on iPlayer on Saturday at 7:30. Good luck. It's a lovely group of people this year.
Well, we're enjoying ourselves, aren't we?
Absolutely,
You can tell.
darling.
You really can.